Thanks very much. And now take a look at the air show that's going on right now over Lake Washington as the boats are preparing for the championship heats to come. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is John Klatt, is it not?
It looks like the plane we saw him talking about standing next to yesterday that Monica was in. Is that right? She went for
I believe so. Rebecca did, yes.
I mean, Rebecca, I'm sorry.
Yes. John Klatt, 21 years of aviation experience, joins us here at the Seafair Air Show presented by KeyBank and Boeing.
If he has so much experience, why can't he fly straight?
And this is a live camera, by the way, in his cockpit. So we're watching John with these. I'm getting, wow. I'm starting to get a little.
You didn't feel that good to begin with today.
No,
and now this.
This is quite something. John is flying, and I'm going to ask Walt Farley, our air show guy in the booth. Is it a Staudacher? Is that the pronunciation? A Staudacher S300D is the aircraft. I got no answers. Everybody clams up.
Make them up. But I do believe that the pilot has had 2 tours in Iraq. Is that true?
I believe it is. He is an, yes, and he will go back soon, and he is an experienced aviator for the armed forces as well as his air show presentations, and he is spectacular up there. We're going to try to give a little listen into him while he's performing, as well as looking out of that live camera in his cockpit. All I can tell you right now is there's so much smoke around our tower from his smoke on performance that we can barely see the water.
Boy, what a life this guy has. He's 2 tours in Iraq, then comes home and relaxes by doing this.
By doing this. And he is like way up there somewhere. He's like just.
He's looking for altitude. Wow, there he is right there.
I'm going to basically talk you through a couple of maneuvers, Tim. Then at the end, I'm going to come back to you and say hello. And goodbye before I leave. It's a great day to be in the Guard. It's a great day to be an American. And I want everybody to ride through. All right, we'll do this one from the, let's go with the tail camera. Here we go. Count with me here. 1, 2, we'll come back on 3, 4. We're going to do a flat spin, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, ride with me. All right, let's roll. Okay, we're diving down, Tim. 240, 250. Hello, Seattle. All right, there's about 19 into the vertical. Right stick, left pedal. Around it goes. We're still going up, though, Tim. And all of Seattle and the Washington area. Seafair 2008. All right, there's the flat spin. We're riding down. Have a look. Tell you what. I love my job, Tim. It don't get any better than that. Gotta get a little smoke turned off so I can figure out where the heck I am. We're gonna come back here with a little opposite stick. So we're gonna drive it right back down for a good old fashioned barnstormer square loop. Right. Okay, we got the tail camera on. Let's get upside down. Tell you what, looks like there. There's some buoy for you. We're gonna get back into the vertical. We're gonna do some quarter rolls on the way up, Tim. Just like the barnstormers used to do. All right. We got our altitude across the top. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, KIRO 7 viewers. Seafair. From a bird's eye view, right down. There's the center boat. We're going to dive it back down. We're going to do a tumble on this end, Tim, bro. Here we go. Are you ready? All right. There's another 9G pull into the vertical. Right stick, right pedal. Round it goes. We're going to keep it coming around as long as we can. We're going to catch it. Spin her right back down at you, Tim. Tell you what, it's a great day for an air show. I'm absolutely having the time of my life. I'm going to send it back to you, buddy, and I'll talk to you before I leave.
All right. Holy so did he say a 9G pull?
That's what I thought he said, and he could talk during a 9G pull. I went up with the Blue Angels, as I know you have, and I couldn't talk at all. You just are pinned to the back.
No, that really is spectacular. Great pictures. This guy, he really is. They call him the Tiger Woods of his business, and he really is one of the very best in the world. And again, an F-16 pilot returning to Iraq for his 3rd combat tour in December. It means he'll be having Christmas dinner in Baghdad, but right now he's enjoying Seafair with us. Way to go, John Klatt. Wow.
He needs a ring job on that plane, though. That engine has smokes a lot. You would think doing those kind of things, he would want his engine in tip-top shape. But there it is, smoking so badly.
I don't understand, and I've asked pilots this before. How do they keep a plane together doing those with the kinds of forces that are put forth on that plane?
Well, I know stunt planes are built completely different than an ordinary plane. As you can see, the amount of stress that's put on the wings on this, you would think. Remember when I went up in the F-18 with the Blue Angels, the computer won't, the plane has the capability, if you put the stick hard over to literally snap the wings off, but the computer won't let you do that. But that's how much force there is exerted on these things.
Well, it's just nothing but spectacular, and he's still at it. I mean, we're still trying to recover and grab the Dramamine, and John Klatt is
he doesn't sound like he has a lot of fun. He needs to cheer up a bit, doesn't he, when he does this?
Oh, my.
The other thing that's always amazing to me is how do they find zero? You know, where's home base?
Right.
And how does he know where the lake is?
Well, I don't mean to shock people here, but I said this once after a flight with the flight with the Blue Angels, that at one point I did almost feel like throwing up, but I wasn't sure where up was, because you just don't know. When you get to doing all these maneuvers, you're just not sure anymore. Oh my word! Well, that's John Klatt, and he is something. And he has a great performance going here as a part of the KeyBank Air Show.
It's amazing. I believe the air show could stand alone as a show here at Seafair, and the boats could stand alone as a show here at Seafair. So when you combine both the boats and the airplanes, I mean, this is an event like no place else in the world.
Well, and that's why you get a couple of 300,000 people out here on their boats, on the shoreline, in the suites.
And how many at home watching KIRO 7 right now?
Sure, all day long. I mean, it's the biggest day that generally we have all year long, because people tune us in and they just stay tuned in all day.
Ever desire to get your pilot's license yourself?
You know, not much. Not really. I can basically live vicariously through these guys, and then just, you know, taking a flight out of SeaTac is about as much as I'll do.
The plane looks small. If you look at the size of him in there, it kind of gives you a scale for how small that airplane is.
He right now is probably no more than 40 or 50 feet above the surface of Lake Washington.
He's real close to becoming a boat.
And now pulls up, heading north at the I-90 floating bridge. Still a ways away from it, but from that angle, it looked like he might have flown right into the side of it.
Yeah, they were talking, we heard Ken Muscatel talking about the cranes having to go down. That's pretty amazing, because where we're sitting, if the cranes need to come down, why do they allow us to stay up here? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yes, yes.
And it is unusual. I mean, the cranes are, how high would you say that is, Steve?
Oh, it's probably maybe well, from where we are, it's another probably 40 or 50 feet above us.
But I'm surprised that they do need to come down. That, I mean, do they really believe the Blue Angels are going to get that low to the pit area?
That's a good point, and it's something I'm sure that Seafair and the organizers will continue to kind of tweak the schedule. Remember, we kind of got thrown off schedule a little bit earlier today when we had David Bryant flip his boat in the very first unlimited heat of the day this morning, and that sort of started to push everything back just a little bit. But we hope that you've stayed with us all afternoon long. We've had some great racing. The air show has been terrific. And, of course, the party continues here along the shores of Lake Washington. If you're just joining us at this late hour, 3:30 in the afternoon, perhaps you've just come in from doing something on Sunday. Steve Rabel, Chip Hanauer, and a cast of thousands here from the pits and the start-finish line. And so John Klatt, I think, is just about wrapping up his part of the air show. And now we're going to start to gear up a little bit as we have a little more time before the actual finals coming up of both the lights and the unlimited boats. We'll hear from some more of our reporters out around the race course and the pits as well. Maybe we'll even get back out to the log boom one more time. It's all coming up here from the shores of Lake Washington.